Wine drunk. After a night of wine and sex, he awoke to a stale cigarette and a cup of instant coffee. She was still sleeping, her fragile body painted on the 1,000 thread count sheets he was so proud of purchasing. What had happened last night was a turning point in the relationship that had been growing steadily over the last few months. They poured their hearts out almost as fast as they poured the Pinot Grigio into the wine glasses he was given as a gift and thought he'd never use. He explained his selfish, jealous tendencies, his want and need for love and attention. She spoke of times when men had left her broken and wounded, boyfriends sleeping with best friends, and cancer eating away at her father's body. The conversation was bonding. It was heartfelt, it was drunk, and it was raw. The brisk morning November bit at his toes and fingertips, his shoes still lying under a pile of discarded clothes next to the occupied bed, the wine glasses lying on the porch at his feet, accompanied by cigarette butts and ash. He thinks of her long blonde hair strewn over his favorite pillow he always made sure was on her side of the bed, her oversized sweatshirt and sexy underwear. What could possibly interest her in him? Oh baby, your overgrown helmet hair and homeless beard is so sexy. The fact that you are unemployed and live in a basement really makes me want to spend the rest of my life with you. She was established, a college grad with a full-time job teaching children how to write in cursive and count to 1,000. She'd finish class at 3 p.m. and dial her routine call explaining how great her students were that day. She was his alarm clock. 9 out of 10 times he was still sleeping and would have to clear his throat a few times before answering. Though the odds were against him, she saw something in him. A spark of potential, if you could call it that. Enough potential to look him in the eyes and tell him she loves him. She wasn't in love with him. She loves him. That was how the previous night's conversation came to a close, followed by a rambunctious fit of nakedness and insertion. After retrieving the wine glasses, he flicks his cigarette and hurries back inside. She's exactly where he left her, even more beautiful than before, if that's possible. She stirs and produces a cute little good morning grunt and smiles. He leans over, kisses her forehead, and says, "I love you." There's a slight pause, and she quizzically smiles. "What?" she asks. "I'm sorry, I don't remember anything at all from last night. I must have been wasted."